Is anyone here? Hello, 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 hello.
Shout into the void.
Yes. Yay. Well, And is here, but it says there's 0, so I don't know if there's anyone here. I believe that And exists. Unless And is... And according to me, you're a ghost. Oh no, look, there are 11 of you. Say hello, people, if you're here. Instead of being, I can think that I know you're not ghosts.
Even I'm here, I'm not a ghost.
Well, no, you're not a ghost. You're my most welcome co-host. So actually, speaking of it, hello, hello, hello. I'm going to do my jam. Now it's been friends with you so long, I was just going to steal your intro for this thing. I started saying that around the house. I think my family and kids come home and I go, hello, hello. And they're like, that's what Jem says.
It's fine. I haven't trademarked it. It's all good.
Anyway, welcome to my wonderful... I'm going to point in the opposite direction. Welcome to my wonderful co-host, Jem from Gemma Books. How are you tonight, Jem?
Tired. I'm going to try and bring the energy day. Yay, Performance Prize.
I'm going to say hello to you guys because this is the one where I feel like, because this is obviously our long list and our long list.
Shortlist.
This is our non-fiction shortlist chat. So this is like proper plodders time because it's just us. It's me, you, and the plodders. So this is like proper quality time for the plodders. So I can go through and we can wave. Can't we?
Hi, Anne.
And we can give you an individual hello. Hello, Anne. Hello,
Hi,
Valerie. Hey, Martha.
Hello.
Hey, Jen. Hey, lovely Claire. And they're all lovely, by the way. If I don't say you're lovely, you are all lovely. I missed Sarah then. Hey, Dia. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Rebecca.
Hello.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Camilla. Oh, you're so lovely. Hey, Pam. Hey, Belinda. See, I remember your name, Belinda. And our lovely Jane.
Oh, lovely Jane.
Jane's here. She gets hearts. Even though it's actually my own. Oh, sorry. It's actually my own mother's birthday today. So I know my mum's not watching, but happy birthday to my mum.
Happy birthday, Charlie's mum.
Yes, and also happy birthday to our Jess, who won't be watching either, but Jess from Stalk and Kafka because it was her birthday.
Yes,
it's her birthday today as well. And obviously she was on the plods on your channel on Sunday.
On Sunday, she was.
So I will link that in the description for people in the future watching. So sorry for those interlusions. So what is your reaction to the shortlist, Jem?
I thought it was an excellent shortlist. I think the judges did a good job. And this is from the position of I've only read 3 from the long list. And I only liked one of those 3. But the one that I liked is on the list, which is Story of Our Hearts by Rachel Clark, which was excellent. And actually, I'd like to see it win.
Yeah.
I haven't read the others yet, but I'm basing most of my opinions on what you've told me, Charlie, and your reviews.
Yeah, four out of the 6. I've read all 6 of these of the shortlist. Because I've read 11 of the 16 long list, and I'm reading a 12th, which didn't get shortlisted. Sister-in-Law, which, side note, is actually very good. Well, what I've read so far of it is very, very good. But yeah, the 4 of the 6 of the short. This is just going to go well tonight. 4 of the 6 on the shortlist books. 4 of the 6 shortlisted books, I gave 5 stars to. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 stars. So, for 4 books. And then the other one, Agent Zoe, I gave 4 stars to, which I really, really enjoyed. And then Private Revolutions, I didn't click with quite as much, but I'm going to give it a reread because lots of people have told me that they loved it. So, I feel like I might have rushed it a little bit because.
So you've read the entire long list, the entire short list.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
That's not really impressive. It's just 6 books, but it's just luck, really.
No, but the fact that, look, of the ones that you read from the long list,
and they were my favourites.
The ones that you've read.
A lot of them, and also, we'll work our way through. I think I have got banners. We can have a little, do a whistle stop tour. Can't if you want to the banner. I've got, if I can find my banners. Here we go, because I did write them. So just saying that anyone in the future watching that doesn't know what's shortlisted, even though I feel like you're living in a hole if you don't know what's shortlisted, but maybe the plodders have come on here and some of them might not have seen it yet. So Yeah, the first, do it in alphabetical order. So obviously, first of all, we've got 1,000 Threads by Nina Cherry.
Yes. So I was less interested in this one when it was longlisted because I don't really know anything about Nina Cherry. But I know that you said it's really good. I've seen other people say it's really good. So I'm definitely going to give it a go now that it's been shortlisted. I probably wouldn't have bothered if it had fallen off at this stage. There are still some from the long list that I will get to, even though they weren't shortlisted. But this is one that I probably wouldn't have.
Which were the ones that you'd, well, obviously we'll talk about this one in a second, but which are the ones that you'd get to anyway, aside from?
Ootlin.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And Sister-in-Law. And I'd really like to do The Eagle and the Heart as well.
Yeah, I want to try that as well, yeah.
So I think those are the three that I will still try. I'm not surprised that The Eagle and the Heart didn't make it because it's about men.
Yeah, and did you know, speaking of that, it's really interesting actually, because of the 16 books longlisted, I'm going to say the wrong words, of the 16 books longlisted, 5 of them were focused on men. So, but then none of those 5 made it to the shortlist, interestingly enough. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if it's just because whatever, but I do think that is interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a third of the list was about men, like in that, well, focused on male.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting. Anyway, so yeah, find my banner again. Just lost it. Yeah, so we've got 1,000 Threads, which is obviously the memoir of Nina Cherry's life, but it does talk about because again, I was kind of like you, I went into it kind of lower expectations, but then it really captivated me because it's talking about loads and loads of different themes, like obviously to do with race, to do with friendship, grief. She's met like loads of amazing people throughout her life because obviously she grew up and her dad was her stepfather was a musician, the famous like jazz musician, and so she met James Baldwin and stuff like that, like growing up, and so many other cool people. And there are content warnings with this book, so kind of be noted with it, because she does literally go through the highs and the lows kind of thing. But yeah, like I just think the way she wrote it is just, it's so gorgeous. And yeah, the audiobook's narrated by her, so yeah. And any of you guys read 1,000 Threads in the comments, let us know, because I want to hear all your thoughts as we go. Obviously, as we go through this, like, and also tell us your reaction to the shortlist, and tell us if there's anything that you're disappointed that was missed as well, which I'll obviously ask you in a second, Jim. I'm going to try and scroll up. Here we go. And we've got Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. And Zach. Hi, Zach. You come along. Hi, Zach. My lovely. And Valerie said, good job. Oh, you can get some hearts.
Yeah, you did do a good job, Charlie.
And I think you guys so nice to us, we'll just give you hearts for over. And the fact that you guys are all here, you get hearts for that anyway. Rebecca says, I've read 2, Raising Hare and The Story of a Heart. They adored both. Yeah, they're amazing, amazing, amazing books. 5 stars. Yes. So many. Yes. 5 stars. So many 5 stars. I know. I don't. And also, I'm not like a 5-star. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the kind of person that free gives 5 stars away. Like, I feel like they were like some of the first 5 stars of my whole this year's. Like, I feel like do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I haven't actually read a whole lot this year, apart from Women's Prize for non-fiction books. But I still plan on reading Ootlin too. It does, like I said, it is extremely brutal. So I feel like it's the kind of book you can't rush through. Pam says, I'll still read Eagle and the Heart. I love Helen Castor. I'm sad. I'm sorry that for you for that. Jane says that she's sad that Embers didn't in the Hands didn't get through. Yeah, that was a really good one. I know Ange loved that as well. Ange said, I finished Ancient Ode today and I have Nina Cherry and the one about the sea lined up for my next reads. Yeah. Just come home. Not what a clue what's on the shortlist. Oh, yay. So yeah, Amelia, you can find out because we'll be going through the books, my lovely. So yeah. And Chris says the Nina Cherry memoir is fantastic. So glad to see it on the shortlist. It was one of my faves from the long list. Yeah. Any of you guys, because like when I was reading it, like I 100% I got like it really. I've read all of Maya Angelou's memoirs, and specifically it made me think of the 4th one, the heart of a woman, I think it is. And it really, because of how it's told, it kind of really gave me, I don't know, there's something about the writing style, because obviously like Maya Angelou is a poet, Nina Cherry is a singer, musician. I don't know, there was something about it, really, the writing style, that maybe like lyricism as well, really gave me those vibes. So if anyone else notices that as well, let me know. Where am I? Hey, I'm missing something. I think I saw Jane's, and then it says, I've not got into 1,000 threads because it's not available in the States right now. Oh no.
Annoying.
So let us know which ones are available to you from this list. Right, I'll go back to the banners. So we've got Raising Hare is another one that was listed by Chloe Dalton. What's your thoughts on this one being shortlisted?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been meaning to read this since you were waxing lyrical about it last year. And my Libby hold literally came in like 2 days ago. So I've got it on my Kindle ready to go. Well, on my Libby app ready to go.
So the digital book, not the audio book.
It's ebook, yeah, ebook. So yes, I will be picking it up soon, because obviously if I don't read it in the next like 19 days, then I'll be at the back of the queue and have to wait about 20 weeks for it. So it will be happening soon.
Oh, that's really, really good. Like you said, this one already had quite a lot of buzz prior to the like long list. And yeah, the audiobook, I 100%, I know I keep banging on about this to everyone you guys all know, but the audiobook is narrated by Louise Brealey, and she's the woman that is, well, first of all, she's an actress, and she played Molly in Sherlock, which, side note, is a show like I properly love. And then also she also narrated 5 by Hallie Rubenhold. So yeah, like I just think she's such a wonderful narrator, and she really brings to life this book. The book is already amazing anyway, because of how Chloe Dalton talks about obviously her experiences in lockdown and stuff, and then finding the little baby leveret. But yeah, the audiobook especially is a very, very good example. Yeah, it's just obviously like I just completely adored it. I do like how it sort of talks about like the little ways that we can influence like our own like spaces, our own environments, like to do with our gardens. Like for example, she said about the damage, like, you know how we all have like our garden lights. She says about how damaging that is and confusing it is to the nightlife, obviously, and the animals and stuff, and how it interferes with that. She also talks about a little bit about planting, I think, as well. So yeah, I just love that, love it. So everyone in the comments, let us know your thoughts on Raising Hare being shortlisted. Are you happy about that one? I've got a feeling lots of you will be happy about it. Right, let me go. I'm going to scroll up. Here we go. I just saw Chris's comment said about, I was glad that the Gauguin book was not on the shortlist. That book was such a chore to get through. It took me a month to finish. And you're a quick reader, Chris. So that that must be saying something.
To be fair, I wouldn't have read that even if I had got shortlisted.
I would have tried if it was available, but it was like £25. The hardback's £25, I think, at least. And then there's no audiobook for it either. So yeah. In the Middle of Itland, surprised / disappointed it didn't make the shortlist. It's very powerful. Yeah, and I love the writing is just so beautiful, as well as like I know it's extremely traumatic, so I don't know whether maybe would that have had an impact on it, on like accessibility. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I wonder why it didn't get shortlisted. That was one that sort of puzzled me more than anything. Even though I think
that's just a really high caliber of books, right? There are a lot of books. You tell me. Obviously, I haven't experienced that.
No, they are all high caliber completely. Like I wouldn't, like me as a judge, I wouldn't have been able to narrow it down anyway. Like I know when I was picking, because when I did a wish list and a predictions, and I did that so that I could cram more books that I'd read onto both lists, because I loved so many of them. So yeah, I do not know how the judges managed to get it down to 6, and I do think they obviously did a really good job on it, because obviously, like I said, like I love the list. I think it's the most excited I've been by a shortlist in years. Like honestly, like for me personally, it's like they're all really, really good, and I feel like there isn't a dud on here. This is what I was like messaging the girls this morning, and we said there is no, like I know everyone always asks, is there, what's the pod on the list, like the pod on this? I know it's harder with non-fiction, but there's still there is no dud on this list, I would say personally. But I don't know what you guys think. Let us know. Anyway, what was I saying? No, I've said already done this one. And then Chris said, I think it's such a good shortlist, much better shortlist we've gotten from the fiction side of the last few years. I've only read The Peep Show, have read Utland. I think anyone who works and looks after children should definitely read it. Yeah, 100%. Ordered Raising Hare and Story of a Heart. I have Raising Hare on hold at the library. I have a feeling a couple more at my library. Yeah, seriously. I feel you there. Happy for Raising Hare. Yay! Oh, we've got Camilla. Hey. Hey, Camilla. Camilla was, like we said, Camilla was on our last plod. So we love Camilla.
Camilla did a reaction video as well this morning.
Yes, I've got to watch that later. I've got to watch that tonight. So it's been a busy day today. Agree with Raising Hare audio, the end of the end narrator. Yeah, I listened to that as well. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Well done for bringing that up. Yeah, there's an interview between the two of them. That was really interesting, actually. So yeah, that's an extra bonus bit that you get with the audiobook. Rebecca said the Raising Hare audiobook was wonderful. I'm going to go to the banners again so we can get on to the next book. Next one listed was Agent Zoe by Claire Mully. I'm going to quickly, before we go into the details of, well, not the details of this book or your reaction to this book, Claire Mully gets bonus author points because she follows our Instagram, our Plod Along Instagram, which obviously, if any of you guys watching don't follow our Plod Along Instagram, we've got the details of it scrolling across the screen. So Claire Mully, shortlisted author, follows our Women's Prize Plod Along account.
Maybe we'll have to see if we can get her on, Charlie.
I mean, I can message her. Might be a little bit busy, especially now she's shortlisted.
She might be.
Yeah, I'll message her. Claire Mully, we've got a request in for you. She does get bonus points though for that, so we do love her a little bit more for that.
Yeah, I would have to get through her book pretty quick. I do have it out from the library at the moment.
And it's amazing. So this is so Agent Zoe, in case any of you guys don't know, which I'm sure you all do know, it's the story primarily of Elżbieta Zwaka. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And basically she was a Polish resistance fighter in obviously the war. And it doesn't just talk about her, actually. It talks about loads of other female Polish spies as well, and it's so interesting. But it also talks about some of her family and other people that she interacted during. There's a whole history of that that time and stuff, and it also leads right up to her death and as well. Yeah, it was really, really interesting, to be fair. Yes. So what were your thoughts on it being shortlisted?
Yeah, no, I was really pleased because I got it out of the library last weekend. So, and who was it that said, I can see that other people are reading from the Women's Prize as well, because I picked up Agent Zoe and next to it on the hold, someone had put a hold in for The Eagle and the Heart. And I was like, I've got a hold on that book as well. So yeah, it's interesting just seeing them all on the same shelf.
Oh, look, my mum's here. Look, special, everyone say happy birthday. This is I will also go through the comments, but this is my mum. Look, everybody.
Oh, happy birthday, Glenn!
Everyone say happy birthday to Mum, and she gets hearts as well. Happy birthday to my mummy. I don't understand most of the books you love, but we support you, Becky.
We love the support.
She's the best. Yeah. So we'll go back through. Here we go. I think to Sarah's. Yeah, let us know your thoughts on Agent Zoe being listed, if you've read it, what you think of it, etc. I've only read the Viking book, and I don't think it was a shortlist book. Ooh, interesting. Waiting for Raising Hare from the library. I did really like the Viking book, but the introduction did. The book did take me a hot minute to get into, but then Ange told me once you get through the introduction, the main book was really good, which I did personally find. But I do understand why it might not be for everybody. And also, I listened to the audiobook, which I don't know whether that made it any better or not, but then I feel like I missed out on the pictures. That's the only thing I was gutted about as well. So yes, round of applause for Charlie being so many. You're being so nice. You can get some hearts, Sarah. And Karen said, I'm reading I'm reading Raising Hare for People's April. Yes, because this is the Greek book. So again, anyone watching, Raising Hare is the, I was going to mention that, I did write that in my notes. Raising Hare is the group book for People April. So there is
several from this shortlist would fit for People April, wouldn't it? Agent Zoe would work, Nana Cherries would work. I've forgotten what else was listed, but those three definitely.
Private Revolutions.
Yes. So
obviously, yeah.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah, and so there will be a Discord for that as well. So future Charlie will try and link. I need to remember to link. So I said I'm going to link People April. I'll link the lovely Roz's People April stuff, and then also I think I said I was going to link. Did I say I was going to link Camilla's shortlist? I don't know. I'm going to link a whole load of things. Yeah. If I've not linked something, future people in the future can nag me and I'll link it. I was reading. You can say that. My mouth went.
I read Raising Hare alongside the offing last week. Perfect mindful reading week. Sounds lovely, Martha.
I agree with Gemma. There were so many good books. Good problem to have the long list. Yeah, 100%. 100 zillion percent. It was just like I said, I was just giddy. I think I used the word giddy this morning when I saw it, because I didn't see it straight away because I was doing, me and Jem were both on the school run this morning, weren't we? And so then we came back and everyone on the chat, and our little group chat was like, ah! And then, I was just amazed. I was like so chuffed that I was so excited by it. So
yeah, there's none on the shortlist that I'm like, why have they put that on?
Yeah.
You know?
And it's really, the focus of it is just so well done. And I just think there's so many good topics. Like obviously we've got like two kind of more naturey ones. We've got like some history in there as well. And it's just some sciencey learning about, because obviously as we'll get to in a second with the story of the heart, there's a lot of science behind. Obviously it's people focused, but it's also educating you about the history of the transplants and stuff as well, which obviously I know we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'll do 2 more and then we'll get to the next book. Reading Raising Hare for People April also. Should I cancel my pre-order on the Gauguin book? Yeah, I possibly. I don't want to say. I don't. Everyone in the comments can say. You can say, Jem. You can be.
Well, I don't think it's really. I hate all art books, so
I haven't read it. So right. Well, I will say, Valerie, I haven't read it. But Jen, the librarian, who loved Thunderclap, I loved Thunderclap as well. I literally adored Thunderclap. And I was so excited to see the Gauguin book on here, on the long list. But then Jen, the librarian, said that it just, wasn't necessarily as good as that. And it's other people, it isn't just Jen, to be fair. Other people have equally said the same sort of thing. And other plodders as well, Jem, isn't there? Quite a few other plodders that have read it have said.
Yeah.
So take that for what you will. Maybe try a sample. Can you try a sample on Kindle? Is it available to try a sample on Kindle if it's not out yet? I don't know how it works. Jem, could you try a sample? Yeah. If you can get a sample on Kindle, maybe read that. And if you like what you see, then obviously it might be for you. And if not, it is quite a lot of money to spend, though, if you're not sure. Anyway, I'll go to Spanish. Go to my next book. Right, my children are shouting in the background. Oh, we've got another one to get to before then. We've got What the Wild Sea Can Be by Helen Scales. Yay! And I loved this one. So this is the first one that when I finished it, I was like so excited, and it sort of gave me the feeling that I had when I'd finished Raising Hare. It's obviously a very different book to Raising Hare. It's nothing like Raising Hare, but that same excited about reading feeling, you know what I mean? So obviously Helen Scales is an expert in this field, and she we start the book sort of with prehistoric ocean, and then we go through what she does is she sort of breaks it down into almost I would say case studies of these creatures. My family are being annoyed. Belle's being I'm hearing these screaming. I'm so sorry. So it breaks it down into all these creatures. There is particularly a bit about emperor penguins, and for example about how so what it is it's talking about climate change, and how the impact of like the global warming and how it's heating up the oceans, and then therefore that's, for example, the effects it has on the ocean, the creatures within the ocean. So, for example, like I said, emperor penguins, they're some of the polar ice caps, I think that's right, are obviously melting, and then there was this particular variety, or like, I don't know what you call it, like particular. It's not a. It's anyway. Either which way, and emperor penguins, breeding grounds had been limited, so then that specific sub variety or something of it, then lost its breeding grounds. I'm waffling. You know what I mean? So it couldn't lay its eggs. There was nowhere to lay its eggs. So then it was very sad. It's very, very sad. It does also talk about lots of other things as well, and lots of other creatures. We've got whales, we've got seagrasses, we've got coral, and about like how slight variations in temperature can kill off the coral, and the impact of that. I loved it. I proper loved it. And also,
it does sound fantastic, to be fair. It does sound really good.
And the best thing about it is, like, you know, when you're listening to something, I was listening to, again, the audiobook, Helen Skells is so passionate about it. And she really, her enthusiasm is so infectious that's what it kind of leaves you with, that feeling. And it isn't preachy, which I liked. And it, I loved it. It was like favorite. And I want to go back and read all of Helen Skells' books. That's my thing. That was like proper giddy about that one. I proper loved that. I was so excited that got shortlisted, and I didn't think that one would be shortlisted. I don't know why, because I was just worried about it. But yeah. Anyway. So Valerie said that's what you said. And then Anne said, I read a lot, learned
a lot reading Agents O.
Thank you. There you go. Thank you, Chris, for that. I found it dry and dull, hard to keep focus on. But obviously, everyone's different. Like, there's always like a different book for different people. So you might, if you try the sample of it, that's probably the best way to do it. Agree, Agents O was my first read on the list, and so much research. Yeah, 100%. There's so much that goes into it. To the point at the big, like, there was points where I like, because I've read so much nonfiction, more than I would usually in one go. I think some points of it, I think I was trying to rush through it when I shouldn't have done, because there was points where I was like a little bit. It's hard to absorb the information. You know that when you.
Yeah, so that's why I've picked it up as a physical, because I think that was one of the reasons I struggled with By the Fire We Carry, because it was quite dense in information, and I audiobooked it, and I think it just didn't like go, and then I'll get lost and I'll get confused by all the like the legal jargon and stuff. I do think it was too much, regardless of what format I read it in. But because you'd said that about Agents O, I made sure I got the physical copy so that I could digest it a bit better, I think.
I do think with this one though, like, actually I say that because I will, every single book that's been shortlisted, I would happily reread, and that is a sign to me that, like, obviously that is a sign that I would like that it's a brilliant shortlist, because I don't say that lightly. And Agents O, even though there were bits I feel like I missed and I don't necessarily absorb it all, I definitely want to I can see myself rereading it and getting more out of it on the reread. And I think you can do that with nonfiction, same as with fiction. Sorry, I'm going over mums again. Sorry, mum. I love you. Anne said happy birthday to my mum. Just got hold of Agents O. It's the next on my list. I probably wouldn't have bothered with it if it wasn't shortlisted. Interesting enough. Everyone's saying hi to mum. And my mum's favorite cards. She's so cute. I'm going to go over them, but thank you for all saying hi to my mum. You guys are brilliant. This is why plodders are the best. I'm always telling my mum that plodders are the best. So they
are the best.
Guys are just proving yourselves. Agent though was amazing. She devoted her whole life to the cause. Yeah, exactly. Like, was such a strong woman, and we never hear from like that side of the world, do we? Like that perspective, like as we're growing up in the UK, like obviously, especially like when I was growing up, like everything was very UK centric history, and to hear about all what they did, all these amazing Polish women in the war did for the war effort, it's like crazy. Yeah, it's just amazing. It blows my mind.
To be fair, I think when we were at school, we didn't really talk about women in the war a lot anyway, the women stayed at home and like manned the factories, and that was sort of like it. And then everything was focused on like the trenches in France, basically.
So even if women were doing loads of stuff, we wouldn't have even known about it. Like we would never even thought about it.
Not even like British women, right? And like you say, it's nice to see some other perspectives for sure.
100%. My mum said she loves raising Hare. Camilla said, holds loads of holds for the women's prize books at my library. It's an exciting race to put in reserves before the list gets too long.
It is. I also think it's really interesting because I was a bit slow off the mark this year. It's interesting when you go in and like put them on reserve, like which ones are more popular. Like you're like, oh, there's like 30 holds on that, but there's only 10 holds on that, and it's just like, oh, interesting.
That is really funny actually, because I've had some comments on my video, I think it was my non-fiction predictions, and someone said, oh, I think it was about the Peep Show. I think one of you guys, I don't know whether it was one of you guys watching, said, oh, the Peep Show's got loads of holes in it. It must be really good. And that just made me like, it's funny because how we think, and it's probably true, because if I had tried to put a hold on something and struggled to, like, you would think that, wouldn't you? Because obviously there's but yeah, it's interesting. I'll just do 2 more comments and then we'll go to the next book. Happy birthday, Charlie's mum. I can't send you a piece of cake, but here's a piece of pie. You're so lovely. This is why we love you, Zach.
That is brilliant.
Get some hearts. I'm going to give you some hearts.
Yeah,
I'm sure Zach gets more hearts than everyone that comes along, because we love Zach. Love all of you podders, but yeah. So we go to the next one on the banners. We've got, I'm going to scroll down. I think I've lost my way. Oh, we've got, I feel like, did I miss one? Do you know what? No, I mustn't have done. Story of the Heart is do you know what? I think I've missed past Story of a Heart. Did I even type we'll go to that one after this. It's fine. We won't miss it because that is our favourite.
It comes after P though. S comes.
I know, but do you know what it is? When I was typing my banners up, somehow I must have. I don't think I wrote one for it. I don't know how. I was on this couch and not realise. We will go back to it because do you know what? Finishing on it is probably the best thing to do on it, because that's our collective favourite. So, well, I would say, isn't it? So this is probably, so this is Private Revolutions by Yuan Yang, and this is one I probably have got the least to say on it, because I feel like, again, I read it in amongst some of the big 5 stars on this on this list, ironically, and as a result, I think I think I just needed to like pause it. I tried it. I should have paused on it. It's the book I should have paused on, and I'm going to reread this. I'm going to dedicate myself and reread this, because I can't remember a whole lot about it. So I know we're obviously following 4 women, aren't we? And it is also talking a bit about Yuan Yang's. It's a bit of memoir from her as well. But I feel like I can't remember anything really of it. So I'm sorry. I'm a terrible reader. You can send me to BookTube hell or whatever you want to do, but yes, it's definitely one that I need to revisit. So let me know your thoughts. I know there were quite a few podders that do love this one, so anyone in the comments that has read it and enjoyed it, let us know. So yes, here we go. I'm gonna go back to the comments, and I don't know why I did that in a singy voice. Let us know what you've got things. Here we go. I find audiobooks don't do some non-fiction books justice. Audiobooks don't do well when there are lots of footnotes and endnotes. Yeah, 100%. That's what you were saying as well, weren't you, Jem? So with yeah. I am reading Raising Hare for Charlie's Books for Bowel Cancer. I love that you said this and given it a shout out. Books for Bowel Cancer as a type of book I'd not normally read. So yeah.
I love that.
Books for Bowel Cancer, for anyone watching that don't know, is going to be, it's my readathon I'm running next week, and it's just to raise awareness about bowel cancer, the symptoms of bowel cancer, and I will be hosting a live show for it on Tuesday, side note, but just to launch and see what everyone's reading. But yeah. Thank you for shouting it out, Claire. You were lovely. You get hearts for that. Thank you. I'm guessing that's a reply to somebody. We've got some ocean emojis, I'm guessing, for what the wild sea can be. I love that. Did you read it and loved it? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a comment. Yeah, I just love her writing, and she's like, you can really tell she loves what she's talking about. And when I looked back, she's written so many other books. She's written loads of children's books. She's got picture books. There's a shell one, I think, on Everand. So if anyone wants to go and read that, they can. I want my husband to buy me loads of Helen Scales books. So, please, please, please. I think actually Claire Mully has got some other books as well. I'm fairly certain. I'll double check that from my notes. Here we go. Whilst you can read that comment whilst I look up the thing.
Thanks for the review of Wild Sea, Charlie. I got the ebook and wasn't sure if I'd enjoy it, but excited now.
That's good.
I know Charlie's given me FOMO as well.
But I hope you
all the time. She gives me FOMO for like every book she reads. Like
you do the same to me. Do you know what? Because I was in the charity shop the other day. So this is, I don't even think Jem's read this. So it was Tiananmen Square, which actually is mentioned in Private Revolutions. Because obviously,
and it's mentioned in Autocracy Inc. as well.
Yeah, but I haven't read that one. So was it anyway? Either which way, yeah. So Jem only mentioned. I think you must have talked about it a couple of times. The premise of it a couple of times in your videos, more than once, or else it was just when we've been talking. I don't know.
I predicted it, didn't I, for the fiction?
And you have spoken about it to me. So anyway, and then I saw it in the charity shop, and nabbed it because of just like your enthusiasm.
Yeah. For a book I haven't even read.
Molly has written some quite a few previous other books, so I can literally see them. I'm scrolling. I'm going to give some Claire Mully love as well, especially because she follows our Instagram, like I said. I'm gonna not say that. Also, Claire Shanahan follows our Plod Along Instagram, and she's the executive director of the Women's Prize. And I haven't said that one here, so I like to say that because I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, we've got some pretty cool people following our Instagram. If you're not following our Plod Along Instagram, you need to go and follow it. Anyway, so it said, Valerie said, "Haste, I did a dual ebook audiobook for the Helen Scales book. Helen Scales' voice is very atmospheric, 100%, and she shows passion." Yeah, this is exactly what I say. Yeah, 100%, Valerie. That's exactly what I think. Your audiobook is amazing. I think the physical copy is the way to go on Agent. So I bought a copy because I know that was a lot missing a lot on the audio. I know there's pictures, there's photographs as well in the physical book. I think that with World War II spies, a lot of the information was still under seal when we were at school for their safety. Oh, yeah, that would make sense, actually.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, me neither. Because do you know what, though? One of our own, we've got our own personal spy here in the chat, so she would know all about that. And is an actual spy. But she's a spy. You're right about, sorry, Sarah, I missed it. You're right about history lessons at war. Agents, though, sounds amazing. Do a couple more comments and then we'll go to our favourite, even though I'll have to actually write it out. So you can maybe you read that whilst whilst I write the comment, the banner out.
So Valerie's saying, I have been on hold for Embers since the long list was announced, and I still have an 8-week wait here. Yeah, I think I've put it on hold as well. I've got a lot of books on hold, to be fair, so I kind of lose track of where I am. I've literally just opened like my library page on the computer to see where I am with stuff.
Oh, tell us where you are on them. We want to know.
So Raising Hare, which I've now got on Libby, so it's fine. I'll cancel my hold, but I'm 45 out of 74.
Wow.
Private Revolutions, 5 out of 6. Eagle and the Heart, 12 out of 18. Outland, 4 out of 7. Embers of the Hand, 3 out of 5.
That's crazy. That's a lot. I've found that I managed to put I've done the banner.
Well done.
The Story of My Heart by Rachel Clark, which is, like I said, our collective. I can say that, can't I? It's our collective favourite so far. For me, it's my favourite anyway. But for you, it's your favourite that you've read so far.
Yes. And not just because I didn't like the other two. I also gave this 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars, and similar to you, I don't give out a lot of 5 stars. I'll probably only. I don't think I've even done 5 stars this year, and that is one of them. So yeah, it was really good. I cried a lot.
But it's so how she's done it. I feel like it's like this is my favorite book of the year so far as well. It is actually genuinely, because she balances managing to talk about these two really sensitive subject. Well, the really sensitive subject of the two children. So, and she makes, obviously, she brings to life Kira, who obviously sadly isn't here, but like I love how she did that. She before she talks about before the accident and about who Kira was, which I just thought that was so beautifully done, like about the like how her love of horses and stuff like that. And then obviously she talks about Max equally, and so those two, like, you get an introduction to these two children and the two sort of families. You feel like you get to know the families before everything sort of like happens, as it were. And then obviously you're working your way through these tragic things that have happened, but then you're also learning not only about how those stories interweave, and obviously the outcome of what we know has happened with Kira's heart being given to Max, but then you're also learning about the history and of the science with like of transplant history and heart surgery in general. Like, it's just, and it's done in such a way that it just is woven like seamlessly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really well done. She strikes the balance pretty well between like the current affair that she's discussing and the historical stuff is well tied together. And also, obviously, she's talking about like donor registers and stuff, and the way that Max and Kira's case changed or helped to change donor opt-in to opt-out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very well done, and you know, there's hope in it too, isn't it? I mean, Max gets a life from this. Like, it's really horribly sad that Kira died, but this little boy gets a second chance at life as well. So there's there's lots of light and shade throughout the book, and it's really well balanced.
And it really is, like, I know that's like, it sounds like a pun, but it's like it really is packed full of heart. Like it like it's like, but it's full of so much heart. It's just, without feeling like it's definitely not like, I'm gonna say it's not like a pity party or anything, is it? It's like none of it is like, it doesn't feel like she's tried to be emotive or tried to it doesn't feel like, because I feel like if you're talking about the stories of these two children, like it could be quite, obviously it is emotive, don't get me wrong, it is emotive, but it doesn't feel like she's like using their stories to sort of gain, like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't, it's so deftly done, like it's just superb, like and it's told as well through like the two family stories are told through first-hand accounts of like responders at the time, and like, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's my favorite book of like, it's gonna be my favorite. I feel like it's gonna be my favorite book of the year all year. Like, I love it. I just think it's amazing. Like, perfect book. Anyway, have any of you guys read it? Let us know your thoughts, and if you agree or if you disagree, etc. Right, I'm going to go and scroll back through the comments. Here we go. Where did I get up to? I don't know. Where did I get up to? I don't know. Did I do that one? Jem, I think the physical copy is, yeah. Oh, you did. I think
next one. Yeah.
I think. I read that. We said that one.
Yeah,
I've done that one as well. I've been on hold for Embers. Oh, you said that as well. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I have not read Private Revelations. I'll have to buy the ebook or the physical copy, as our library does not have it. And Karen said Private Revelations was a good book, but it didn't catch my heart. Interesting to hear. This is our personal spy, and talking in the comments. I have a very boring office job. I don't know what you mean. And just a spy. Or she'll have to kill you. So yeah. The Story of a Heart is my favorite to win too. Learned so much. Oh, I just loved it. Story of a Heart is also my favorite from the list. Such a special book. I'm currently ordering a copy of Story of the Heart because Jem made me read it. To read Karma, and it made her cry. Yeah, Story of a Heart isn't at the library. Such losers they are. Yeah, they need to be getting it.
Oh, I was so delighted that you read TMA, Valerie. Such a great book. Needs more hype.
I feel like that book I would want to read, but again, like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm brave enough. Zach said, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm going to do 2 thumbs up for that. Oh no, only one. It should be 1, shouldn't it? As always, it goes fireworks, but fireworks is good. I think it's not going to do it. Can you do it in yours?
I haven't got an apple.
we need to get you an apple. Not like an actual fruit apple, even though you can get that as well. It's not working. I can't do it. Well, then if I can't do it, all of you in the comments have to do it for me. No, it's not working.
It's not working.
I'll just hold it here and then hope it does. No, I won't really. Really enjoyed Private Revolutions. Yeah, Camilla, you loved Private Revolutions. The Story of a Heart was incredible. I hope it wins. Story of a Heart was splendid. Clark's writing was exquisite and the balance was just right. Her book was the counterpoint to Lulu Miller's book, where the science personal stories balance did not work.
Completely agree, Chris. Completely agree.
I really liked that one. It wasn't the other one. Like Story of a Heart was 5 stars, and the fish one, I can't even remember the name of it now. My brain is mush because I'm tired. What was it
Why
called?
Fish Don't Exist.
That's the one. I just remember the beautiful colour. Anyway, I really enjoyed that one. I say enjoyed, but like I thought it was really interesting and it surprised me, and I didn't think that I was going to like it, but I did. And I like how it like turned from. I'm going to take the banner off. Sorry. I like how it turned from like her like seemingly adoration of this guy, and then it flips, and then suddenly he's accused of stuff that I was like messaging Jem. I was like, oh, Jem, and you hadn't. I don't think you got to that point, had you?
No.
And then and then after him being accused of that horrific thing, well, I didn't know he was accused of it because I feel like he got away with it. And then it goes into like the eugenics, which is obviously very disturbing. But yeah. But I still don't think you'd like it because it's too rambly, and I don't think you would like the rambliness.
No, I gave it. I can't remember how much I gave it. Like 100 pages or so, and like
you did try.
No,
you can't. Do you know what? Our lives are too short. Our lives.
I just wasted 200 and nearly 250 pages of my life on all fours.
Oh, did you DNF it? Have you actually DNF it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? That gets fireworks.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, I can hear someone coming from my door. Oh, don't know. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second.
Oh dear.
Just 2 seconds to talk.
Oh dear. So yeah. Sorry guys, I'm very tired. But yeah, I think everyone's quite pleased with the shortlist. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the fiction shortlist next week. When is that happening? I have it in my diary. One moment. Oh, I think I've gone too far. Oh, on the 2nd. So Charlie and I are going to be live again next Wednesday at the same time to talk about the fiction shortlist on my channel.
Yes, so we can ask everyone in the comments about, because obviously this is a perfect time. So by this time next week, like you said, we'll be talking about our reaction to the shortlist. But what do you guys think is going to be on the shortlist for fiction? We can talk about that quickly for a little hot minute.
I don't know. I'm also not doing very well with reading the fiction list. I've read nearly 4 in DNF 1.
You've read more than me, though, I think.
And started another one. So Nesting, I'd like to see on the list. That's the one I've nearly finished, and I love it.
Do you listen to the audiobook of it as well?
No, I read the physical. So yeah. So I'd like to see that. But I mean, as for the I don't want to see Ministry of Time on there. I think that was really average.
It's had loads and loads of love, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was shortlisted, because like it's going on all the other shortlists, so it could be.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah,
some it has been listed for so many things, so I feel like, is that going to be a sign that it's going to be shortlisted?
Well, maybe it's a sign that it doesn't need to be listed for the prize, because it's been listed for other things. I wouldn't mind seeing the Safe Keep on the shortlist.
Yeah,
I don't want to see all 4s on there.
I want to see a Little Trickery. I really want you to read a Little Trickery, actually.
I know. I want to get there's a lot that I want to get to still, but it's just the
Little Trickery is amazing. I love it so much. Oh, I'm sorry you're tired. I think what we'll do is we shall wrap this up and let Jem go to bed.
Sorry, guys. It's been a really long day.
It has. No, it really, really has. But it's been so nice talking to you all. Thank you guys for coming along and supporting us as you always do. Because, like I said, you plodders are the best. And you guys are amazing. We will be, and we're not live this weekend. I know we've obviously been doing two live shows a week since the kickoff of the plod along. But this weekend we're having some time off because this weekend is Mother's Day in the UK. And so, Jem, what have you got? Are you going to be having some family time this weekend?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going over to my parents, and my dad's got like a pizza oven. So him and my eldest son are going to make homemade pizzas. And I'm going to sit there and do as little as possible.
Yes, and
I'm sure I'll be dragged over to the park at some point though by the little one.
my husband's going to be doing dinner, and I think we're going to be doing Brook family games because that's what we do in my house. That's what we call it. Everything's Brook family games, and so we'll probably be spending the day doing board games and just having fun. And I get to have control of the telly, which I think is pretty good.
That is. Yeah, I probably won't even get that. I won't get that. Like telly.
Chris just said,
"We have absolutely not. Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously, there will be
we're gonna all have a plodders meet up, and then we're gonna have everyone's gonna be bringing fig pizzas for you, Jem.
No, absolutely not.
You say also we said about plodders meetup. If you guys all have to like watch this space because in the summertime in the UK, you know, we might be doing a meetup with everybody if you're all wanting to
be organising something. Yeah.
Yes, we might be secretly organising something because not.
We need to have a call on that actually.
We do need to have a call on it, but yeah. but with public people as well, with plodders potentially or FOMO people. I don't know what you call it. What do you call your FOMOs? Just FOMOs. I don't know what you call them.
You think they've got like a
FOMOers. Or FOMOs.
I don't know.
What do you call them? Just people.
Just people.
I don't know.
Commenters.
This is just my need to label everything.
You do need to label everything.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we see you next. Oh no, I'll put my banner up because I did write a banner out for it. And then we can officially go, even though I don't. Where is it gone? I can't see it. Did I actually write it out? No, I did. Look, here you go. Oh, it's gone. Oh no, look. Do you know why? It's because I've still got them. We've got the big pizza still there. Yeah, look, see, banner next Wednesday, live 8 p.m. Jem's channel. So yeah, thank you all for coming. We love you all so much. See you this side of the fiction. See what's on the fiction
next week.
Goodbye.